Yo! What up, maniacs? It's me, Michael D. Here on Team DDP Yoga.com. Well, I talked to the man a couple weeks ago, and he encouraged me to do a video blog here at Team DDP Yoga.com and over on my YouTube channel, Tommy Boy on the Radio, over at YouTube. And that's what I'm doing. I'm doing it first here, my first video blog. And first thing I want to touch upon is my story. Why should you listen to me? Why should you watch my video blog? Well, I'm going to tell you what's up. I am a retired independent professional wrestler. I worked in the independent scene for 8 years. I've been able to do a lot of cool things in my career. I went able to go to Mexico, went to Tijuana to work in the arena down there. I traveled with Greg the Hammer Valentine a lot. I teamed up with him quite a bit as an opponent. And just 8 years of wrestling, my body was broke. It was seriously broke. I mean, my knees are gone, my feet are gone, my hips are gone, my back is killing me all the time. And when you get to a point like that where there's nothing else a doctor can do except for just wait on the inevitable hip replacement, knee replacement, that's all that's left. They start just feeding you the pain medication, they feeding you stuff to keep you comfortable, and you're pretty much accepting the fact that I'm not at my best right now. So after about 3 years of hell with my knees and my hips and stuff like that, I was desperately looking for something to help me with a low impact workout, because I was down to about 210 pounds at one time, and with not being able to work out, not being able to go to the gym, because I was a gym rat. I was on the elliptical, on the treadmill almost daily. And since then, I ballooned up to 292.6 pounds last time I weighed myself before DDP Yoga. And so my knees, my hips, everything was shot. I was gaining weight like crazy. So I was Googling on the internet ways to help myself without impact, without blowing up my knees or not being able to walk for the next 10 days, because that's what happened. I'd force myself to go work out. I'd have a killer workout, and the next 10 days I'd be out of it. I can't walk. So I was Googling some stuff, and it was weird. I came across the site, and the person on the site said, yeah, Dallas helped me quite a bit with my injury with yoga. So I'm like, maybe yoga will be an idea. So not knowing it was Dallas Page, I kind of followed the links. You know how you get on the internet and you get on this world wide web of going from one thing to another. I followed the page, and I ended up finding out Dallas was Diamond Dallas Page. And I'm like, DDP? Yeah? No, really? So I grew up watching DDP. I'm a huge Freebird mark. Michael P.S. Hayes, Jimmy Jam Garvin, Bam Bam Gordy, just all the Freebirds I was a huge mark for. Buddy Roberts, of course. And I was thinking, this is the guy who used to bring the Freebirds down to the ring. So I was really excited about that. And so I got on the site, and I click on it, and the first wrestler reaction to seeing a wrestler's got a workout program was, oh, it's a work, he's kayfabing me, everyone's a carny, and that was my first impression. I'm like, everything's a work. Because if you're a wrestler, if you've been around the wrestling business, everything's a work, no matter what it is. Everyone's a carny, no matter who they are. But the more and more I was reading up on this video site, I realized, wow, this guy is legit. And I noticed his positive attitude, first of all. I noticed how positive he is. And I don't mark out for anybody. I've worked with all my heroes. I've had a chance to meet everyone who I've marked out for in the past. So I don't really mark out for anybody. But I started to mark out for this program. I'm like, wow. And I saw the video of Arthur, and I figured to myself, I'm like, this isn't bullshit. You can't Photoshop Arthur. You can't Photoshop a 300-pound man on crutches that can barely walk into a guy who can put his leg over his head. You can't do that. And same with Stacy and all those other people. You can't Photoshop that. This is legit. And I started to realize really quick this is legit. And I was desperate. I was desperate for anything that could possibly help me. I was in a deep depression. I was relying on pain medication to get through my day, and some days I was taking more than I was supposed to, and not necessarily for the buzz. Buzz is nice sometimes when you're in that kind of funk, but it was just to get through my days. So I'm desperate for anything. So the first thing I did to see if I really wanted this was I downloaded Dallas Page's Own Your Life MP3. I went on a site, put in my credit card information, and I downloaded it. And I listened to it the first time, kind of half-assed, like, oh yeah, DDP's a motivational speaker. And I listened to it, and it started to click a little bit. So I stopped it, and I started from the beginning. But this time I brought a notepad, a pen and paper, and I started taking notes, because I was really in a rut, like a big time. So these things started making sense to me. I heard him say, no one can do more damage to you than you. And I wrote it on an index card, and I posted it up on my refrigerator. And then I heard, own your life. And that, yeah, to some people, you tell some people own your life, they'll think, oh yeah, own your life. But to me, that just clicked. It clicked, because my life had been owning me for so long. I had been reacting to the circumstances that I was given in a really not good way, a really unpositive way, non-positive way. And I was letting my life own me. So I started DDP Yoga day one, 292.6 pounds. And I heard on the Own Your Life video, failure is not an option. So that clicked for me. I don't believe in religion. I'm not a religious guy. But I do believe that Diamond Dallas Page, came to me for a reason. And I don't know what that reason was, but I tell you right now, I have never felt so much better in my life. I'm doing yoga 6 days a week, and the rest days kill me. I'm like, I want to do it so bad. The rest days kill me. So I started at 292.6 pounds, I said. I now weigh 269 pounds. That is, do the math, 23.6 pounds. That's right, yeah. 23.6 pounds and down. And I am feeling so much better. And I hate to see this sound like dramatic or like overly excited or anything, but DDP Yoga literally, and I mean literally, saved my life. I was on a downward spiral. I was depending on pain medication. I was really depressed. And this isn't a phase for me. This isn't a fad. This is me from now on. I tell you right now, my girlfriend sees the difference. My parents see a difference when I go see them. My brother sees the difference. Everyone around me is noticing the positivity that is just emanating from my pores. I have never felt better in my life. And I'm not even saying that just to... I'm not being paid to see this. I'm not trying to mark out for anybody. I've never felt better. This saved my life. I do this every single day. And I tell you, I'm telling you, I will not sit by and let myself be a participant. I will do DDP Yoga, and I will perfect DDP Yoga, and I will be teaching DDP Yoga before long. I want to bring it here to New Hampshire where I am. DDP Yoga is coming to New Hampshire, and I'm gonna bring it. So that was just my first video blog to let you guys know who I am. Yeah, so I've been on DDP Radio a couple times. I appreciate all those guys. Those guys are so helpful. The Team DDP Yoga community is unbelievable. And I just want to thank Dallas Page because, you know, he came into my life at a point where I was falling apart, completely falling apart. And it's not a carny, it's not a work, it's not a wrestler trying to make a buck, although I'm sure he makes some money off it. I'm sure this is a career for him. This is a guy whose positivity just shows in his emotion, in the way he talks. And I feel like when I'm watching the DDP videos or listening to him on a radio interview or even communicating over the phone or on Team DDP Yoga's site, this is a guy who cares how I'm doing. This is a guy who takes an interest in me. And there's everyone in the world that wants to be a part of DDP Yoga, but he makes it seem so personal. He talks to you on the boards and on Twitter, and he called me on the damn phone. What kind of guy? Would the guy from P90X call me on the phone? No, I'm with DDP 90X. That's right. DDP Yoga. Thank you guys so much for all your continued support. I will try to do another one of these blogs soon. This has been a while. It's like 9-10 minutes, so I'm going to peace out. But, thank you. I hope you guys are doing well. I'll be back on another blog if you guys want to interact with me. My name is Michael Mullins. Look for me on the Team DDP Yoga website, and I'll see you later. Thank you so much, DDP Yoga, and the community for all your help in welcoming me to the site. Bada bing, bada boom, bada bang.